Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to the video demonstration for task full API implementation. Let's see what the task is. The task is to implement a full API architecture using ASP.NET 4. Here, it is done. For a robot controller simulator, replacing an existing system, the implementation should follow NPR architecture for flexibility and feature for the flexibility and future scalability, analyze the existing system to identify possible bounded content and separation of concerns. Now, let's see what we have done in the programming part of this task. So here are pro- the programming files. Firstly, let us install the robot command .cs. Initially, we have just the ID and in the form of integer. An ID that uniquely emphasizes command and the name, string requesting the name of the command. The description, you already know why we have written over here question mark symbol. It is a nullable operator. The nullable string describing the command, the nullable because it is marked with question mark, meaning it can be null. Sorry. Then we have the is move command. It is a boolean expression indicating whether the command is a move command or not. And we can get inside all of these commands. Then we get the created date, date time object representing the date and time when the command was created. Then after that we get the public method only. The name is modified date. Date time object representing the date and time when the command was last modified. Now here is the constructor name robot command. The constructor of robot command is actually used to create instances of the robot command class. It is taking parameters. These are the parameters int id, id of int type, name of string is moved from bool and date time, create date time. These are the these are the uh, these are the parameters for this constructor. Now inside the constructor, the values passed as arguments are assigned to the corresponding values of the robot command. Here, then overall, this overall this whole as a class is structured is a providing a structured way to represent and work with the commands of a robot, including essential information like its ID, its name, type, creation, timestamps, and the often information like the description. And in short, this code is defining a controller named robot command.cs. Now let us move on to the next file that you have submitted. Here the robot command controller.cs. We have the namespace attributes and uh, then the public class, the derived class from the robot controller class, which is the controller base. So the let us see the fields over here in our program. Firstly, we have the private static read-only list. Private static read-only list uh, up to here. Here, for over here, we are initializing a static list command containing sample robot objects with ID 4, 7, 6, and 8, and the necessary information like the name, if command, to description, which we have already defined over here. Okay, so then we have the endpoints. We know the get, post, and put requests. So this time we have one extra, that is the delete. Here it is HTTP delete. We'll see it via the postman. Now let us see what the HTTP GET is doing. HTTP is GET is just usually we know it is defining an HTTP GET endpoint at the base root with the its its root is API/robot command. To retrieve all robot commands from the we have for HTTP GET for moving robot. While HTTP it is defining HTTP get endpoint API/robot command slash move to retrieve only the move commands. Then we get for ID. Here we have set a public method, and for this the name is set to be get robot command, which is defining a HTTP get endpoint to retrieve a specific robot command by its ID. We see it by the post one. How when we put the ID number and we get request for a particular ID, for a particular ID only, we will be searching out the get request. And similarly, we get the post request for adding some more information, or let's say we are introducing an entity with an entirely new and different ID. So for that we use HTTP post. Now, once we have put all any new information into the let's say into the database, you can update it via the put request. And with a particular ID number, you can define the HTTP put endpoint to update an existing robot command, as I said, using the use ID. Then we got the delete. It is defining it is just defining an HTTP delete endpoint to delete the specific robot command by its ID. So this was all about robot controller dot CS. Then we get the map.cs. This C sharp code is defining a class named map. Here you can see the public class map, and it is set to public, so it can be used anywhere inside the program. So let us see. It is also more likely be same like here. We have understood the ID of type int is set to public, then the column, rows, name, description, and again the label type, uh, then the date time period date time period date. These are the these are the data types, custom data types for our variables. Then and moreover we can get and set all of these. These are getting is we also know get is termed as I think I will just make it assessor and set is called as mutator. These are the assessor and mutator procedure you can say in C sharp or U. Then now let's see the constructor. The constructor map is used to create instances of the map class, takes parameters to initialize the properties of the map object, including the ID, its column, rows, description, period date, and the modified date. Inside this constructor, the values passed as arguments are assigned to the corresponding properties of the map object that is we have created. Now, overall, this class is serving as a structured way to represent maps in the context of a robot control application, including essential information like the map dimension, its name, timestamp, and the optional description like these. Okay, now let's dig into the map controller of CS1. Again, we get the namespaces and attributes as usual. This is the routing path at the API slash maps. Over here, we have set the fields, the private static read only map, read only map. Sorry, it is let me see one. Then we then these objects represent the predefined maps. For now, we get the endpoints, the usual endpoints, HTTP get, the get this time get square as well, get ID, post, put, delete, then one more get would be there. I remember HTTP put, delete, put, and get. Now let us see in short, but precisely the functions we have for the different endpoints. HTTP get. It is defining an HTTP defining an HTTP get endpoint and the base root, which was the API slash maps. Yeah, so this is the API slash maps. Then we get the HTTP square, defining a HTTP endpoint to retrieve square maps with the same number of rows or columns. And again, similarly, we get for HTTP ID, the particular ID we can obtain with the HTTP GET request only. After that, we similarly get the S for HTTP port for defining new HTTP post and point at the base node to add a new map. Then we have to update it. So we get the code provides you with the HTTP put method as well. The task it also said to ask to introduce the HTTP delete. Here it is, the HTTP delete. Sorry, HTTP delete. Now for particular some coordinates, we have the HTTP get request. Now we will run this via the postman. Let me add a new terminal. We will run. We kill this terminal. This is 5065. Go to the postman. Last number is 3.2. 5. What was that? 5065. If I go to postman, it is 5065 only. 5065. Now I send the get request, simple get request. We get the 447, 6, 8, and 5. Initially, we have 4, 4, 7, 6, and 8. This is all the program.cs. Now this map.cs, and we don't need this file, so we can remove this. But when you create a new console app in C sharp with .NET New Web API, you will get this weather forecast replace minus the base class, you can say. Now let us move on. And if I have the task sheet as well, so you can check it side by side. Getting the we have obtained the get request. Now get with robot commands and move. Let me open the collection again. Move commands, move, send. It should yeah, it is absolutely fine. Then the for get robot commands with ID. Let's let's run it. It's working. So now let's run for 7. No, okay, right? Then we have the post request. Post request. If I add this with 201 created with ID number. Mm, let me say ID number 3 and the name is it's everything 201 created. Okay, it was 9, but we have set it to +1, so it was 5. Then we get for put request. Now we are updating it to the name Actually, I had tested my program, so that is why in the body section we can see multiple attempts. Let's name everything again and set it to false. Set it to false. Which we as false. Before moving. Now we can check it. We can verify it via the get request. There it is, the false that we have done. Now we can check the delete robot command as well. For the delete robot command, let's say I want to delete the robot with ID number 5. It is change. Okay, let us check whether we have deleted them or not. Let's get request and we have deleted them. Then this was there in the task sheet for our own purpose and understanding. We had used these more requests, uh, which we can test and run to demonstrate in a better way. Let's open the collection, get request of square maps, changes, here it is, it's 10 by 50 bitmap that lie on ID 2 and 3. Don't forget map on 3, here it is. And similarly, we can post, put, delete, and to check it, we can use the get request. So I think this was enough for this task demonstration. Thank you.